Unix Architecture, Linux Background Information Unix. The full form of Unix is Uniplexed Information Computing System, a highly popular and multitasking operating system, first developed by Bell Laboratories in Amiga and later released by Bell Labs as Unix System V. Source code was provided to major universities. Linux is a combination and expansion of AT&T Bell Labs, System V Unix and Berkeley Standard Unix BSD enhanced by and named after Linus Torvalds. Linux is an open-source operating system for servers, computers, mainframes, mobile systems, and embedded systems. Requests from device software are handled by Linux and relayed to computer hardware. Linux system layers. Layer 1. Hardware. Consists of all hardware-related information. Layer 2. Kernel. The core of the operating system. Layer 3. Shell commands. The interface between the user and the kernel. Layer 4. Application layer. The outermost layer that executes external applications. Kernel. Kernel source code resides as this kernel architecture system components configuration and machine-dependent parts, including boot code, device drivers for control of hardware and some pseudo-hardware as operating system kernel, handling memory management, process scheduling, system calls, etc. *H header files, defining key structures within the system and important system-specific variables development environment. Roman 6 text editor for creating source code files. CC language compiler first appeared in V3 Unix LN linker for combining object file libobject code libraries installed in the lib. The system library with C runtime support is the primary library, but there are additional libraries for things such as mathematical functions, libware database access, standard library SD. DO is part of the system library, and many more. Make build manager for effectively automating the build process. Include header files for software development, defining standard interfaces and system invariants. Other languages are programmable arbitrary, precision calculator B, C, and the awk scripting language. Commands Unix makes little distinction between commands user-level programs for system operation and maintenance, for example cron, commands of general utility, for example grep, and more general purpose applications such as the text formatting and typesetting package. Major categories: sh or bash, the shell programmable command line interpreter, the primary user interface on Unix systems within a command window. Built-ins, a core Unix command set. Subcategories include system utilities, administrative tools such as MKFS, FSCK, and many others. User utilities, environment management tools such as PASID, Kill, and others. Document formatting, typesetting systems, programs such as N, ROF, and TROF. Graphics Unix systems also include the X11 windowing system and GUIs. Communications Unix systems include the inter-user communication programs mail and write, as well as secure TCP/IP utilities like SFTP, SSH, and SCP. Documentation Unix was one of the first operating systems to include all of its documentation online. Manual pages for each command, library component, system call, header file, etc.
Lesson 2. Metacharacters. Common metacharacters used all the time in your shell programs are $. You can display the current process ID by echoing the metacharacters $. You can return the exit status of a previous command or script by echoing $?. The caret symbol indicates the beginning of a line. The $sign marks the end of a line. Reverse grav is used before and after a command line to capture the output. Curly braces enclosed around a variable and eliminates possible environmental restrictions. Curly braces are also used to mark the beginning and the end of user-defined functions. The asterisk indicates all possible characters and numbers, every possibility including nothing. Slash indicates the end of a line. Backslash is used to escape the special meaning of some command arguments. Ampersand. A single ampersand at the end of a command line runs the process in the background. Double ampersand executes commands to the right of the double ampersand only when the commands to the left of the double ampersand complete with a true exit status. Pipe symbol. A single pipe symbol is used to take in data stream from a command line and input stream into another command on the same command line. Double pipe executes commands to the right of the double pipe only when the commands to the left of the double pipe complete with a false exit status. Colon is a meta character for a true condition. Dot. A dot prefix to a file hides the file from default viewing. Dot by itself indicates the current directory. Dot dot indicates the previous directory. Pound sign hides all characters to the right of the pound sign from the shell interpreter. Pound is used to put comments for the programmer into shell scripts. Greater than. Redirect standard output. Example, echo, quote, file content, quote, greater than my file. Greater than redirects standard output and appends it to an existing data. Less than is a here document. It continues to send to standard output all data contained within. Example is cat less than space exclamation point. Some text exclamation point. All the text between the two exclamation points is streamed to standard output. Control sequences are used to send signals to a running process. Example, control plus C sends a kill signal to the current running command. Control plus D ends current login process. /dev/null is the Unix trash can. Lesson 3. Variables. Variables are used to store data in RAM rather than in a hard file. In our example, we're creating a variable capitals VAR. We assign data to that variable using an equal sign and double quotes. Whatever data is within the double quotes is then inputted into the variable VAR. The output of a command can also be assigned to a variable using reverse grovs. In our example, VAR equals reverse grov, a command or a script, and then reverse grov again. We'll assign the output of that command or script into the variable VAR. To extract data from a variable, we use the echo command. In our example, echo, quote, $, curly bracket, VAR, curly bracket, quote. The $sign before a variable VAR indicates that it's an assigned variable. Curly braces around the variable prevent any data within the variable from being misinterpreted as a metacharacter or a command. Variable substitution. In our first three examples, if our variable VAR is unset or is null, then the value of string can then be inputted into our variable VAR to populate it. In the fourth example, if our variable var is populated, then replace the data within var with the data in string. Positional parameters are variables that are assigned at the time of command execution. Each argument or word following a command is assigned a variable starting with variable 1 and continuing on for as many words as are following the command.